This is the last question in the chapter employment. The question is measures to reduce unemployment. We have been seeing throughout what exactly is unemployment, what are the different kinds of unemployment you have in India. And now let's see what measures should be taken to control unemployment, both educated as well as the rural unemployment in India. The first and the foremost is accelerating growth rate of GDP. We should increase the growth rate of GDP. If you want to increase the growth rate of GDP, obviously we have to develop industries. Once if we develop industries, obviously we'll be in a position to employ more number of people. To develop GDP, we have to improve agriculture. So when you're improving the agriculture, you will be employing more people. First point. Second point, control of population growth. Population growth is most important point we discussed. Because of huge population in India, people are unemployed. We can't employ so many people. So we should control the population. The next one is development of agriculture sector. I told you there is a lot of unemployment, disguised unemployment in rural areas, in agriculture, and seasonal unemployment. How we can control this? To develop agriculture by new techniques of production, new methods of doing farming, so we can employ more people. And encouragement to small scale enterprises, small scale and cottage industries, we can once again develop it by providing them loans, by providing them infrastructure. An improvement in infrastructure. So some of the industries or industrialists, they won't be willing to go and establish in villages, in rural areas because of lack of infrastructure. If the government provides infrastructure such as roads, electricity, obviously we can establish more industries in rural areas. Obviously it will increase the employment opportunities there. And special employment programs, the government should take up employing rural people, providing them incentives, giving them loans, or giving under certain schemes we can employ. And improvement of employment exchanges. The government can open employment exchanges where unemployed people will register, and whenever the jobs are available, they should be notified. And the eighth point, creation of self-employment opportunities. There are many people who are educated because of lack of infrastructure, lack of money, or lack of credit facilities. They are not able to develop their own startups. So if the government provides self-employment opportunities by providing them credit facilities to open a small-scale industries, so we can employ them. And reform education system. Instead of theory-oriented, our education systems should be practical-oriented. When a youngster comes out of a school, a graduate, so he should be able to stand on his own legs. That kind of education system is there instead of looking for a job. And manpower training. We should give training to people coming out of school or colleges so that they will be employed in some industries. So we read out this, what measures should be taken to control unemployment. Explain the measures to reduce unemployment. The first one, the unemployment problem in India can be solved with the help of the following measures. Which are these? We'll see one by one. Accelerating growth rate of GDP. The aggregate employment problem can be solved through the process of accelerated growth. Growth rate of GDP between 8% and 9% are needed over the next 10 years to achieve a significant improvement in the employment situation. Number two, control of population growth. The rapid growth rate of population should be slowed down so that the additional jobs created do not fall short of new entrants to the labor market. Therefore, it is necessary to adopt an effective and meaningful population control policy like family planning, programs. The third point, development of agricultural sector. Acceleration of agricultural growth is important to increase labor productivity and quality of employment for a large number of the existing labor force. There is a need for agricultural revolution through improved techniques, extension of irrigation facilities, reform of land laws, increase in public investment, etc. Encouragement to small scale and cottage industries. The small scale sector needs to be encouraged through multi initiatives like liberal finance, technical training, supply of raw materials, infrastructural facilities, and marketing of their products. And the fifth point, you have improvement in infrastructure. The infrastructural facilities like health, education, irrigation, electricity, roads, etc. are critical for overall development of the economy. Better infrastructural facilities enable agriculture and industry sector to produce to their full capacity. This will generate more employment. And the sixth point, special employment programs. Special employment programs which aim at providing wage employment or self-employment opportunities should be implemented. And the seventh point, improvement of employment exchanges. The employment exchanges spread all over the country are of great assistance in directing the job seekers to the possible areas of employment. The functioning of such employment exchanges should be improved. And creation of self-employment opportunities. Government should provide various facilities like financial assistance, training, skills, supply of inputs, marketing of products, etc. to generate more employment opportunities. And ninth point, reform of education system. The present system of education system should be made more vocational and work-oriented. Educational facilities should be more diversified, and a sustained program of training is necessary to develop skills among the educated unemployed through special training courses. And the last point, manpower planning. The future requirements of educated manpower should be forecasted, and accordingly intake into different professional courses should be determined. As a result, excess manpower in market of educated labor will be eliminated. That's all we have in this chapter, employment. So these points are very important. Try to understand, write down these points in your notebook and keep learning them. Make it as brief as you can. These notes, you find it in the description box in PDF form. Write it down in your notebooks and learn. That's all we have time for this video. Goodbye guys. Thank you for watching. Till we meet next time, it's goodbye from Saddam Hussain. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like our videos. Goodbye.